Hey everybody, it is 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I have received my copy of um, Cascadia and I'm excited to open it up, share it with you. It is a game by Randy Flynn and artwork by Beth Sobel, which is pretty sweet. So anyway, I'm going to open it up and we'll take a look at it. And I'm gonna try to play solo. Hopefully, this goes better than Imperium Legends did the other night, but we'll just see how it goes. I have a feeling it will because there's quite a bit of difference between this game and Imperium Legends. So let's get right down to it. Sorry for the loud drop there. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. All right. So I usually let me adjust my camera a little bit so you over this way. I usually take the plastic off before I'm doing an unboxing, but I didn't with this one because I just left it here, doing it completely fresh. And so we'll put it here, and it does have glossy on part of it, the kind of I forget what they call that, but it's matte over here, and this is glossy here. Lettering's glossy. That's neat. And nothing special on the back. Um, Plays 1 to 4 players, 30 to 45 minutes, ages 10 plus. Don't give it to kids 3 and under because they might eat the pieces. All right. So take a journey to the Pacific Northwest as you compete to create the most harmonious ecosystem in Cascadia. Terms are simple. Select a tile token set and place each into your expanding ecosystem. Earn points by fulfilling wildlife goals and creating the largest habitat corridors. Hi. Oh, are you? Awesome. Hope you get your copy soon. I just got mine today. With variable scoring goals, each game of Cascadia brings a new spatial puzzle to it. So let's take a look at it. And if you have questions about specific pieces or anything, let me know. So I just wanted to share this tonight. There is the rule book. It's a typical glossy paper. We're going to come back to that because I'm going to try to learn to play right here on stream. We'll see how it goes. Um, yeah, let's just take a look at the components using the setup. So let's see here. Okay. First of all, first impressions on cardboard and all that. No questions. Yes, I'm going to try to do a solo playthrough just reading straight out of the rule book here. I have not watched how to play since they did the Kickstarter, so this might be interesting, but I think I'll be able to get it going. No problems on the cardboard. We'll put these tokens over here. These are like pine cones. This is 105 front. I don't know if that matters. You know what? I'm going to keep the, well, let's look at setup before I do a whole lot. Uh, Place all wildlife tokens in the cloth bag and shuffle and shake them well. So wildlife tokens are um, the round tokens when we get to, okay, so let's just jump to those and we'll punch those out, see what we have. See if we have any problems here. No problems. Yep, just fine. We're looking for the wildlife tokens right now, though. Another one here. A little bit dry, but it didn't pull against the die cut, so that's good. No problems there. Cool. All right, so we have these um, wooden pieces here for the animal tokens. So we have a trout, and I think that's elk. I can't quite tell if they are. I think they're screen printed on here on the wooden pieces. Yeah, I think they're screen printed on. And then looks like an eagle and Fox, of course. It's kind of hard to see with the orange. Okay, so these all go into the cloth bag. Oh, green. I don't know. I try not to pay too much attention to the backer updates because I know it can be hard on publishers and some people act like they need to know everything. You know, I'm just happy when I get surprised by a game. Uh, are the pine cones cardboard? Yes, in mine. I don't think I did anything special with that. I don't know. Here, maybe I should look up if there was a special upgrade you could do. My pine cones are cardboard in mine. I'm going to look up the Kickstarter and see if there was an upgrade you could have done. So I know there. Let's see here, Cascadia. Here's the original campaign, and I don't know if there are pine cones that weren't cardboard. Oh, this is interesting. The pine cones that they show in the Kickstarter around. I don't think there was an upgrade. Meeple Source has an upgrade that looks nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Meeple Source does a great job. Yeah, I don't think there was an upgrade. Looking at the campaign, so the only big difference is that in the original they were round cutouts, and now these ones are a pine cone shaped. If you can see that, they are pine cone shaped cutout for that cardboard there. So that's cool. Okay. Um, yeah. So we'll just keep going here. Fill in the bag with our stuff. I'm just going to use the setup and do it that way to check everything out. I really like how vibrant the wood tokens end up looking. I mean, they looked pretty vibrant in the pictures, but in person they look even, they really pop. Oh, and I missed that one. There's a bear too. I didn't show that one off. So there's the bear token. Um, have you got your shipping notification yet? I think I got mine. I think I got mine Tuesday, and it said that the game was going to get here Wednesday, but it ended up getting here today. So I was excited about that when it just showed up today. I was happy about that. So okay, so we have the wildlife tokens in the bag. We'll give them a good shake. Set that to the side for a second, and using the chart below, determine how many habitat tiles you need based on the number of players. For solo mode, please see page 10. Okay. I'm guessing they're going to do it like a 2-player game. Not yet, you're in California. Okay. Yeah, I think they were. I felt like this was coming from the West Coast. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's probably based on last name. Follow setup for a 2-player game with the following exceptions. Only give yourself a starter habitat tile and place the stacks of habitat tiles to the left side of the play area. Okay, so going back. Okay, so we need 43 habitat tiles. Well, no, this is talking about habitat tiles. So give myself a starter habitat tiles and place the stacks of habitat tiles to the left side. So the starter ones are these ones. So I'm just going to take one at random, put these over here, and we'll put the other starter ones off to the side. Again, no problems. Cool. And interested in the next game too. Yeah, Verdant looks really good. The art looks really good. Played Calico. I liked it. I didn't feel like I needed that one in my collection, but I did like it. I have several friends who have Calico and like it too. But Verdant looks good. They just seem to be doing a really good, consistent job right now with their games. So, all right, making pine cones. Let's see here, habitat tiles. Go back over here to page 10. Place the stacks of habitat tiles to list. Okay. Does that mean? Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be returning 42 of the habitat tiles to the box because there are 85 in total. So I'm going to punch these out real quick, and then I will flip them over face down and put 42 back in the box. Okay, they give me some extra baggies. That's good for organization later. And ooh, these are pretty. You know what? We're gonna come back to those and talk about it in a second. Scoring pads. I'll probably laminate one of those so I don't have to print off stuff forever. Oh, that scared me for a second. My computer just switched to dark mode, and I thought something weird was happening. No, just dark mode happening. Okay. And oh, it coordinated with sunset. That's oh, I didn't realize my computer was that smart, but I guess it is. All right, that's done. And we'll just keep flipping these. What's the weather like out in California right now? It was 90 here today in Cincinnati, and humid as it was too humid. It was silly, but we worked outside and on the yard for a few hours anyway because we needed to. Because everything right now out here, we've gotten so much rain this summer. Everything out here is on that note very verdant, very green, very just growing crazy. So, all right, cool. Done. Recycle those. Yeah. My lady's not. That sounds perfect. Oh, living in yeah, that's the best part of the state for weather. I used to live in LA. Loved it in LA, but it got way too hot sometimes and dry. So, I think, well, depending on how things go this winter with everything silly, we're going to try to go back out to California next year and hit Central California and do like Hearst Castle and stuff like that, and do some camping. So, it's a cool place to camp and visit, or at least it used to be. I don't know. I haven't been out there in a while, so I'm the we've been watching the fires from afar. We have friends who nice area, good. Yeah, that's what I like. Um, but we have friends who lived in Central California for a long time, and then they lived in Santa Cruz, and now he lives in Michigan and makes surfboards now for surfers mainly in Michigan and Wisconsin. But they used to live in Santa Cruz, and they really miss it out there at times. All right, so I got to return 42 of these to the box. I'm gonna grab 7 piles of 6, I guess. One. And anything else in the box I need to know about? If anybody cares, the insert's really plain. It's just a folded bit there. So, but it does have a space for the tiles to go over here. 6 and 12 and 18, 24, 30, 36, and 42 coming up. Okay, 42. Those will fit in there better later on. I'm not worried about it right now because we're just sharing the game. Let's put this over here because that's nicer to look at than bag. But I'll need the bag. Okay, so we have the 42 tiles. We need to put those off in stacks to the left of the player. What's your background with board games? I have logged a few thousand plays of board games. I used to work in retail in a board game store, managing a store, and now I have a podcast that I started last fall. I came in too late. All the popular podcasts started in the spring. No, I'm enjoying it. Actually, we're going to have some really good designers on this fall for our third season because we did a fall season. We did one this spring, and then we have some really. I guess I can say it now. We have Sinfu Lim, Amabel Holland. Now I feel terrible. A local game named Delve that's going on a Kickstarter. He'll fund easily. A game from the UK that I cannot think of right now, and that's what I feel terrible about. I cannot remember the name. And yeah, so some others that we're gonna have on. And then yeah, I like playing board games. Played a lot. Yeah, same name for the podcast. We've had some cool people on the show, and we're silly, so don't expect anything too serious. Me and my co-host, but we like to have fun. We do like to ask occasionally some good questions. So if you like a little bit more in depth, maybe check out in the second season we did one with TC Petty, and first season we did one with Cole Worley. And also, I think it was in the second season, Carla Kopp from Weird Giraffe. Those are some good ones. Okay, so randomly select one wildlife scoring card for each of the 5 wildlife, then place those 5 cards in the center of the play area within easy view of players. Put the other wildlife scoring cards back in the box. We recommend using the wildlife scoring cards shown. These are the cards with A in the bottom right. Sure, since I'm doing this live, I'll just do the well, we're quite casual on our podcast. Yeah, board game games. We quite silly, I would say. Okay, so let's take a look at these real quick, and then I'll put them out. So we have a grizzly bear here, and they want mating pairs. And this one wants mother and cubs, so those are different cards. Families. So these are A, B, and C, D, big groups. So it's basically you're getting groups of these animals out. The Roosevelt elk wants lines or formations or herds. Wow, I really like the art changes on each of these. Anyways, yeah. Herds, rings. The red fox is concerned with nearby animals, nearby pairs, nearby related, and dynamic duos. And then, oh, it's a red-tailed hawk, not an eagle. On the so it wants to be solitary, connected, network, or territorial, are the 4 options there. And then the Chinook salmon wants a long run, short run, families, or surrounded. And then there's the family variant, Scores all wildlife per group of that wildlife type. Groups of the same animal may not be adjacent. So this is just a different way to play, and then there's an intermediate side to that too. These ones are just they have a background side for each of the animals, and then I'm assuming you can just shuffle them and put them out, and that way you get a random setup each time, which that sounds fun. That's cool. Yeah, the illustrations are quite nice. I don't know which one's my favorite yet. I mean, Beth Sobel is amazing with her artwork, so not a big surprise there, but it just makes it that much more enjoyable, right? I'm going to move this out of the way, and we'll set these up here. So we'll do the A. So the grizzly bear and Roosevelt elk and red fox and red-tailed hawk and the Chinook. Okay. All right, I think we can return those to the box safely. Yep. Randomly distribute one starter habitat tile to each player, placing it face up in front of them. But I don't do that. I just get one. Yep. Place the others back in the box. Okay. Other stuff. Let's see what these are. So these are Kickstarter promo cards. So this is the mini expansion that has, okay, grizzly bear for equal groups and Roosevelt elk oriented pairs, the red fox for nearby diversity, the red-tailed hawk on the edge, okay, and then Chinook salmon gathering. So that is that, and then a little breakdown of what those cards do. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put my pine cones in here so they're easier to grab. Up there. Reveal 4 habitat tiles from the face down stacks. So we'll reveal those and place them face up in the center of the play area within each. Okay, so I'm going to put mine over here, and then I'll put the. I don't need that family variant card either. Put these over here, and see what we get. So this one has a fox, an elk, and a bear. This one, same here. This is just an elk. This is salmon, bear, and elk. And okay, so like that. And actually, I'm going to make my screen just a little bit bigger here so that we can, sorry about that. Let's see here. Wrong. There we go. So we can just zoom in on the player here. Okay. That's a little better. I know it's slightly out of focus, but okay, but I think maybe that way we can see the stuff better as we play. Okay, cool. Out of proportion, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I have my starter. So this one has a red-tailed hawk with pine cone here, and then it has salmon, elk, and hawk here, bear, and fox here. Draw 4 wildlife tokens from the bag, pair them in order with each of the 4 habitat tiles to form 4 combinations of 1 tile, 1 token. Okay, so that's there. That's there. That's there, and that's there. This is the type of thing that if I was taking a picture of it, I would change this one because it doesn't look random enough to have two fox come out like that. But even though it was totally random. Place the nature tokens. So that's the pine cones. Within the easy reach of all players. I think I'm going to leave them there. And the player who most recently saw wildlife, doesn't matter because it's me. Okay, gameplay overview. Beginning with the started player and proceeding clockwise around the table, players take turns drafting habitat tiles and wildlife tokens and add them to their expanding environment until the end of the game. On each turn, a player will select a habitat tile and wildlife token, the combination, and play them into their environment. An environment is the full arrangement of tiles and tokens in front of each player. At the end of each player's turn, both habitat tile and wildlife tokens selected will be replaced with new ones. Okay, and the game ends when there are no more available to replace when selected by a player. So each player will play exactly 20 turns. So going back to my page 10 solo mode. Give yourself a starter. Follow a turn as usual, but before you replace the habitat tile and wildlife token in the display, discard the tile and token furthest from the stacks and slide the remaining 2 tiles and 2 tokens away from the draw stacks. Okay. So what does that mean? Away from the draw stacks. Then the discarded tile and token are removed from the game. Yeah, sure. Then draw 2 new habitat tiles and 2 new, and play. Okay, so you're just removing stuff. Okay. On your turn, spend a nature token so you can take the keystone tile and the matching elk. This is an example. So keystone tiles let you take ones that aren't matched up here. So like I could take this fox and I could take this habitat tile, and that's these, spinning those. Slide the remaining 2 habitat tiles and 2 away from the stack. So I'll slide them this way. That's what that means. Okay. I probably made more sense hearing it than reading it. In-game scoring. The game ends the same way as multiplayer game. When you've taken 20 turns, go through in-game scoring. So if I can get 60, I'll have a good start. If I get above that, then I start to get into the space where they actually give me accolades that aren't just a pat on the back. Okay. So, turn something. Here it is. I'm getting right down to it. And I'll just start playing. I'm going to mess it up, but at the beginning of each turn, there will be 4 habitat tiles. Yep. And tokens. Before you make a selection, check to see if any of the wildlife are overpopulated. If all 4 of the available tokens are the same, they're automatically wiped. Take all 4 tokens, set them aside, and draw 4 new. So if these are the same, you get to draw new. Yeah, that's this. If 3 of the available wildlife tokens are the same, then they may choose to wipe. Then you just get rid of those 3. And then you can make your habitat plus wildlife token selection. Okay, so first you select one of these, but how can I legally play them? That's the question. Place the, so I'm just going to select one. I'm going to take this one because it's pretty. All right, that's what I'm doing. And then, so these all get, so this one's going to go away out of the game. I think that's how that read, right? Maybe, hopefully. I've got to go back to my page 10. I mean, as long as I'm getting rid of one, does it really matter which one if I'm not being malicious with it? Discard the tile and token. Yeah, furthest. And then, yep. Okay, so those are going to go away. So I'm going to make a mess tonight. with getting rid of these. So, yep, those go away. These slide, and then we put new ones out. And all right, that goes there. That goes there. We'll pull that down a little bit more. And then here. So placing the tile in your environment. Once you have selected your habitat tile and your wildlife token, you place them in your environment. The habitat tile must be placed in your environment according to the following placement rules. A. The habitat tile must be placed adjacent to any habitat tile already in your environment. That is, the habitat tile must touch at least one side of another previously placed tile or the starter habitat tile. Oh, okay. That's easy. And it just has to have one contiguous edge. The habitat tile may not be placed on top of another. Okay, that's easy too. Wildlife token may be placed onto a single habitat tile according to the following rules. Okay, so I need to place this. I'm going to place it like this and just match up. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at my my scoring things again. So fox wants to be nearby. Scores for each fox. Number of unique adjacent animal types. So if I place this here, this fox already will have a salmon and an elk next to it. And then, let's see, is that the best? The red-tailed hawk doesn't want to be next to any other hawks, so that would be good over here too. I could do that. The bear wants to be in pairs with no other bears, so this would be good too here. And then the elk wants to be in a line, so we can start a line there. Or here, do something like that. And then the salmon wants to score a run. So how does that score? Score and run. Scores for each run per salmon. Runs may not be adjacent to each other. So a run is just lines of salmon that can turn around and stuff. Okay, all right. So is that the animal? How do? Okay, this is the wildlife token. That's just the habitat. So I can place this. So I'm going to place this here where the fox can go. The habitat tile must not already have a wildlife token on it. This means you'll never have only have at most one wildlife token per tile. Okay. And the habitat tile must show the matching wildlife tile. Okay. Yep. Which I just intuited. You cannot legally place the wildlife token because no open habitat tile can support that wildlife, or if you choose not to place a wildlife token, return it to the bag. You may place the wildlife token onto a habitat tile you just selected. If you place your wildlife token on a keystone tile, take a nature token. So that's the ones with the pine cone on them. Why does it have a little arrow there? That's what I'm confused about, the little arrow for these starter tiles. Do I have to go next to that? After you place the tile token, replace each one in the center of the play area. Yep, we already did that. Turn is now complete. Play passes clockwise. So, okay, so keystone tile has both the pine cone and the arrow. And with the pine cone and the arrow, whenever you place the matching wildlife token onto a keystone tile, you gain a nature token. On your turn, before you select a tile and token, you may spend a nature token to do any of the following. Just one of them, though. Take any of the 4 habitat tiles and any one of the 4 wildlife tokens. Wipe any number of wildlife tokens and replace them. There's no limit to the number of nature tokens you may spend on your turn. Okay. So this is a keystone tile too, and this is a keystone tile too. Okay, so I don't understand the purpose of the arrow, other than to say it's a keystone. Maybe just saying it's important for the game, I guess. It's just odd that it has both this keystone symbol, which is kind of a arrow, and the pine cone nature symbol. And okay, I need some water, so I'm going to take a drink of water before I go on. This seems pretty straightforward. I do remember thinking now that I see this, I do remember thinking that this is just to note that it is a keystone. Yeah, I think that's all it is too. It's just odd that there's maybe the pinecone just helped people remember that they take the nature token too. It's just odd that there's two symbols on there. Yeah, I just think it's to have that connotation for the to remember to take this action. Okay, so yeah, now that I have this laid out and I'm ready to go, I do remember thinking that this would be one that I would enjoy a little bit more with other people rather than solo. But I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. So I have placed my fox here. I have placed this here. So my fox wants to be surrounded by lots of different animals. And I'm going to take, so for my next turn, I'm going to take a keystone one. This fox one, and I'm going to place the hawk here on this one, which allows me to get the nature token. And then we take this one, and this one's going out of the game. And then they slide down. Very simple. Like, I do like that from a solo play perspective. Sometimes, I mean, this is probably going to be a very calm solo game to play. You can see yourself putting in some music, glass of scotch. Yep, exactly. Right. That's what I was about to say. Is that like this with the illustrations and how simple it is, how simple the upkeep is. I feel like this is going to be a good one for just like chilling and not having too much going on and kind of solving the puzzle of which scoring cards I have out here, how I can maximize the efficiency with the scoring cards. I think that is what this is going to be about, rather than a super in-depth strategy solo game. So I don't know. I might like a better solo with that. But definitely a chill solo game. Even playing with other people, it'll be chill because you can't anticipate what's going to come out. So bear. My bears want to be in pairs. So if I grab this one, and I'm going to, I can put my bear here and put a bear here, and that way I'm getting my bear thing going, and then I can put a salmon over here and still meet this fox requirement. Okay, so this one's going away. Slide these down. I think that you have the same idea as I do of a good time, chilling out with a good game and having just a calm night. That sounds very relaxing. Okay, what do I want? I know I want. Well, this one will stay, and that's a keystone. If I take this one, what? Right? I think I'm doing that. Make sure I'm not cheating myself. Oh, I did read it wrong. Discard the tile and token first. So every time I'm supposed to be doing this one. But that's fine. That's fine. So, because I Hasn't made a difference yet, really, but okay, I'm taking this one. I'm gonna place my fox there. Um, if I place, I don't know where I want this for sure yet. That's a harder one. I need my elk to start getting in a line. So I'm going to place this one here. And maybe I can develop an elk line. No, that's not going to be an elk line. I could put it here, but that wouldn't really score me what I wanted. But I could put another fox there too if I decided to do that. Or, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put that there. See what I get. I know I want this one to be a salmon. Um, yep, that's what I'm doing with that. I play a lot of solo too. Our favorite family game at the moment is Quacks is a lot of fun. Um, have you played Cubitos? Cubitos. I feel like it relied a lot on Quacks, almost to the point that they probably should have said something. Um, on your radar, it looks fun. We when we got it, first couple times playing out loud, we were like, my younger son was making voices for the, and if that's not your thing, that's fine. But we had a lot of fun pretending to make our little cube people race. We had a lot of fun with it, both in the game itself. The game was a lot of fun, and just the silliness of the world that they made for the game. I'm going to be taking this one, this Keystone one, which gives me another nature one, and I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna put the salmon here. I need to make sure I'm not. That seems broken for me. 69. Yep, yep. My youngest just turned 9, and he absolutely loved it. It's one of his favorite games over the last year. Um, maybe placed on a single habitat according to the following placement. Not have a wildlife. Must show the matching. Okay, it feels broken to put the salmon over here when I put this one over here, but it's not. It just feels broken. Um, I mean, young kids just have so much joy for life, and they don't care about all the silly, silly things in the world. Hopefully, they don't care about all the silly things, and that's what I love about. Okay, and then a salmon and a hawk. Right now, I need a bear to go here. So, oh wait, I shouldn't have taken that yet because no, I should have two because I have placed on two. Yeah, yeah. All right, I need a bear, and maybe I want some more elk, but I also want a bear over here. I haven't really seen a lot of elk yet, so I what? Oh, I know I want. No, I already have a bear here, so I don't want a bear. Why did I put a bear there? That was a bad choice. That was a really bad choice on my part, because now that won't score if I put the bear here. Because I got distracted talking about Cubitos. That's why I always talk and lose my place. That's okay. Um, do I don't want no more bears. No more bears right now. I need to make sure that I score the things I want to score. So I'm gonna put. I also need a. Oh man, now I get how this game is gonna be messing with me. Um, I will put this one. Oh, I ruined my fox scoring because I shouldn't have. Oh, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put this one here. Which one is going to give me the best score? Oh, the elk scores a lot. The red-tailed hawk scores a lot. Um, but I need a bunch of hawks, and I don't. So I could put another hawk here, or I could put. Oh, yeah, this is weird, but good. I like it. Scoot these down, and come on. Oh man, I was really hoping for it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh goodness. Well, that determines what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this one, put another elk thing up here, put a hawk down here, and then this goes away. That's fine. And I can, if nothing else, I can get another hawk next time. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, those were stuck together just a little bit. Did it pull off? Nope. Okay. There's my elk. And I have two choices for hawk. So I'm going to take the elk. And that would give me another fox that I could put over here, maybe? No, it wants me by unique. So it's going to go right here. And I'll put this elk here and get my line started with my elk. And this one goes away again. All right. I hope this is better than how I played cartographers yesterday. I was not having a good cartographer's day yesterday. All right. Well, there's another hawk. I'm going to take this hawk and put it there and put my elk there. My elk now gets 5 points. This bear is going away. Slide down. Flip those. And I mean, really, you could, like, when you're playing solo, you could set these off in a really small place, and as long as you know what you have. What I'm curious is how big my board here will take up, that because that'll determine where I can play this solo. Because sometimes I like to sit in my armchair in the morning with coffee and play solo games. That's a lot of hawks. I could choose to wipe that. I'm not going to because I'm just going to take one and put another elk thing up here and put the hawk here. Because now I have 3 hawks and that scores me 8 points so far. Get rid of that. It's going really fast for what it is. So, and there's that, and there's that. I'm going to. That's why I put this elk hawk on here if I wanted. But I could also. Do something different. I could take the fox, but then this hawk is going to go away. The hawk does jump up to 11 points. I'm going to do the hawk. So the hawk's going to go over here. And this bear will go away. Slide these down. And 2 more. Bear and elk. I want the elk. And I haven't done anything to figure out what actually is the most efficient path here. Oh, I haven't even worked on my salmon yet. I probably should start doing that once I see more salmon. So we're going to put salmon here. Because we're getting down to it. And Okay, so there's that. There's that. And flip these. There's a salmon, and there's an elk. If I got the elk, if I got the elk, nah, I need to start working on my salmon too because they score a bunch of points. So we're gonna put a salmon here and just continue the salmon run. This is gonna go here. And then this one will go away. And then I slide these down. Get 2 more. I think I like this game. I think I like it. I think it's super easy to pick up. This will be an easy one to teach and share. I'm going to take another salmon run tile, put it here, and put my elk there. So at least my elk are going to get me the max 13 points. I don't have to worry about elk anymore. This bear will go away. And I need to get another bear here too to have a mated pair. So there's that. Ooh, I could have. If I get 2 mated pairs of bears, I get 11 points for that. So that's something to do. And I don't need the elk anymore. Fox isn't great for me, but it would, let's see here. It would score me. It would just score me 3 points. So I should take the bear. I should definitely take the bear. So if I take the bear, oh, but I can take the bear and take a different tile too. So I'm going to do that using one of my nature tokens. I'm going to take the bear, but I need the tile. That doesn't matter. No, I have to do that in order to. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to take the bear, take my nature token, so I can play the bear. That's the first time I've done that. So what does that do with if I use a nature token? If I use a nature token, what happens? Do those go together, or do they? Like, do these slide together? I think these just slide together. That might be wrong. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because I don't see it next to using nature tokens. So there's that and that. So I got 1 mated pair of bear. There's that and that. I'm gonna have to use another nature token to get the next mated pair together, like that. Slide that, get rid of these. And we're just flying through this because we are almost done with the game. There's that and that. And more salmon chances, hopefully. Yep, there we go, cool. So I have 2 mated pairs of bears, which is 11 points. If I were to get a third mated pair, that's 19 points. But if let's see here, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have a very limited amount of tiles left. Should I push my luck with the salmon, or should I just go for the bear? I'm going to push my luck with the bear because I can put another. This is what I can do. I can put the bear here. I can put the salmon here. So that gives me a backup plan, kind of, because the salmon will still be here, and I will. I mean, it won't garner as many points, but if I don't get the bear token out, then it's not a big deal. And then that and that. Okay, so that's kind of what I wondered about. We're gonna put this one here. We're gonna put that one there. The keystone's going away. Slide these down. And in game, it's triggered again. No face down habitat tiles left in the stacks. And okay, so we're about to see that happen very soon. And there's that and that. So I will play my salmon here, play this bear tile here, and hopefully I get a bear tile, but this one's going away. And this will be the last round. Come on, bear token. We'll see. Nope, no bear token. So I did push my luck on that. Not the worst thing in the world, but I do get another salmon, which brings me to 16 points with those at least. And here's my score. Grab a pen. See what I get. Looks like, okay. And bears is just mated pairs. I have 2, so I get 11 points there. The elk is in a line. I got the max there, so that's 13. The salmon, whatever long runs I have, so I had 5 in there, so I get 16. Red-tailed hawks, not next to any of the red-tailed hawks. I had 4 of those, so I get 11. And for my foxes, this one had 1, 2, 3, 4 animals next to it. Oh, so you just count the number of unique animals. So there's 4 next to that one. So 4, and then 1, 2, 3 is 7. 4, yep, 7 points for my oh, and then there's more scoring. So for wildlife, I got, let's see here, this and this is 20, 36, 47, 58. And then for each player, score 1 point per habitat tile in their largest contiguous habitat corridor. I was not paying attention to that at all. I think I'm just going to hit 60. So at least I did the bare minimum to, you know. Okay. Largest contiguous habitat corridor. So I have 3. I was paying no attention to that at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like probably my biggest. Yeah, this is 3. So 4 it is. Oh, for each one. Okay, so starting with the mountains. With the mountains, I have 2. And then okay, 2 for that one. 3 for my forests. 2 for my grasslands, I guess is what we're calling that. And wetlands, we'll say 4, we'll call that. And then straight up ocean, or I don't know, what is that called? Archipelagos, maybe. Do I have more than 2 anywhere? Or do I even have 2? No. I should have just put this one around because I didn't realize. Well, yeah. Okay. Slight cheat there but I didn't know we were scoring those. So 2 there. And then depending on player count, 2-point bonus for each habitat type with a group size of 7 or more. Didn't get any of those. So none, 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 and none. So 5, 7, 11, 13. And I spent all my nature tokens. So that's a big old none. And then total is 71. And that puts me at, you're getting it. So I didn't get the bare minimum score because it's 60, a good start, 70, you're getting it, 80, very good, 90, excellent, 100, elite, and 110, ascended. So I will probably play this again on stream soon. But initial thoughts, this is really fun. This is really enjoyable, calm, quiet. That was one of the easiest games I've learned, just straight out of the rule book without watching anything beforehand in a while. The artwork's great. The components are enjoyable with the different colors. Yeah, might upgrade the bits over here. Maybe not. They're not terrible because they are nice, thick cardboard, and there weren't any problems with them. So I don't know. It just depends on that for me. I like it. It's good. It's worth it. I'll be playing this probably tomorrow. I'm uh, probably taking this to try with friends tomorrow. It was good. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and happy gaming. Catch you later.